These are the top Home Depot Memorial Day tool deals for 2025. We're going to show you everything from barbecue grills to tool deals to appliances to buy one get one deals. So buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. I'll put links to all of these down below in the lower left hand corner of your screen here for the View Products button, and sometimes they'll show up right as I'm talking about it so you can get more information on them. And I'll also put links in the video description below for you. And just remember, not all of the best deals are always in the flyer too. And I don't know why they didn't put some of these buy one get one free tool deals into the Memorial Day flyer, because here they're doing free battery with the purchase of a tool. So for example, if you buy the atomic circ saw, or if you buy the 3/8" ratchet, or if you buy the hammer drill, the SDS, either one of those three, they'll give you a 20-volt 6-amp-hour battery free. And remember, this deal ends on May 18th. That's what it says on the box. Now, I don't know if they'll still honor it after that. And then likewise, you have another buy one get one free deal where if you buy either the drywall cutout tool here, and then of course this other one here is the drywall screw gun. So this is a deal that's made for people that do drywall and home remodeling. But if you buy either one of these two here, they'll give you the power stack battery, and this is the, well, we call it the 2, but it's really 1.7 amp hour. I have a couple of these that I use on my drills, and I pretty much exclusively use them now because they are so light and yet they're so packed with power. They last forever. They're great. So this is a really good buy one get one free tool deal for you. And don't forget, if you missed out on these here, these are not buy one get ones, but sometimes what they do in the off season outside of Black Friday, if they're not doing a buy one get one on certain tools, what they'll do is they'll just take a little bit of cost off of it. So for example here, these 3 tools here, this is your 60 volt max. This is the brushless reciprocating saw right here, and it's $70 off down to $199. The circ saw, the flex volt circ saw, which I have the one of the first versions of this one, which is really awesome. This one is $70 off here too, down to $269. You might find better deals at Black Friday, or you might find this involved in another kit that might save you some more money. But at least here, if you just need the tool by itself, you can walk in here for $200 and get the best darn circ saw you've ever had. I have this one and I love it. And it's got the e-brake on there as well, which the second you let your finger off the trigger, the wheel just stops like that. It's incredible. And then of course, you also have the 60 volt max brushless angle grinder, $199, $70 off. And these deals here also all expire on the 18th, according to this. So again, I don't know whether the store will still order it or not, all the way up until Memorial Day. And some of the extra deals they have here, this is really the only one here that I think is reasonably decent. It's your 246, so you pay $129, and you have 3 extra batteries to sprinkle around your different toolboxes as needed. Now here on the DeWalt 2600 Max PSI, this is their electric washer. I still can't quite get behind these guys on this, because I have the 2100 version that I bought, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, and it didn't even last 2 years before it just failed. So what happens with a lot of these electric pressure washers is over time the insides start to corrode, so you're supposed to put some kind of a protectant inside there. So I don't know if this one improved on that or not, but it just doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to spend $300 on something that's going to be dead in 2 years. Now, there's a lot of good deals here at Home Depot that are not in the Memorial Day flyer, which I find very puzzling. So, for example, here we have this Traeger pellet grill, and it says on their Memorial Day sale, but not in the flyer. But look at this, though. It's $160 off, from $549 down to $389. So now you can kickstart your summer barbecuing early. So here's your 22-inch one right here. This is what it looks like inside. Now, if you want to get a slightly larger one here, you can get the Traeger Pro $499, and this one was $729, so this one's $230 off. Now, this next grill right here, this is their normal price right here. This is the Nevo 720 2-burner propane. And if you're looking for an inexpensive grill, this is the one you want to get. And I'll tell you why, because for $199, look, you're getting a window. You can actually see your food cooking and whether it's going to cook on time. I'm not a big fan of the coated grills, but It is what it is. At $199, you're not going to be getting 304 stainless steel. And this is, of course, a digital grill as well. So I believe this is the same one I had my brother-in-law pick up for his house. And then continuing on with our grill deals here at Home Depot for Memorial Day, we have this one here. This is the Next Grill Daytona. This is a griddle. It's a 2-burner griddle. Now this one's normally $199, but for Memorial Day with the savings, it is now down to $119. But it's not that bad for a griddle this size. This has a cooking surface of 28 inches by 19 inches. You can cook 28 burgers at one time. I think like 8 is the most I've ever cooked at one time. And the outdoor power equipment tools, which is very important to most of us here in the spring and summertime, especially around Memorial Day time, we have 2 great deals from Milwaukee. So they're doing here 2 different kits. They're combo kits. So this one here has the blower and the string trimmer, and it comes with 1 battery and 1 charger. So this is really the only caveat with most kit deals, is they only come with 1 battery and not 2. But anyway, so this one right here is $449. This is the M18 fuel. So these take the M18 batteries, and if you buy this kit for $449, however, they're giving you one of these attachments for free. So you can choose which one of these free attachments do you want to get with this kit. And then if you don't need both, you just want to get, let's say, the trimmer itself. So you can buy here the M18, which comes with a battery and a charger, and then still choose one of these attachments. I mean, personally, I would choose the edger attachment every day of the week. And so right here on the Home Depot Memorial Day Savings Flyer, we can see here this Hampton Bay patio set for $4.99. And there it is right there in the flesh, folks. Now let me tell you something. I like this table. This is beautiful. Remember, this is all metal, so it's never going to rot or stain, right? And it looks just like real wood. I love this. This is one of the best ones I've ever seen them do here with that. And then here's your chairs. I would have preferred spinning, swivel, or rocking, but they don't do either. But these are a very kind of a classy design. And I'll tell you what, man, for $500 to get all of this, the 7-piece dining set, I think that's a bargain. I'll even go so far as to say is that $689 original price here isn't even that bad for a set like this. Now these are kind of these are made of sling material. This is all kind of waterproof. I actually still prefer the cushiony type chairs like these. See how these swivel and they got the nice cushions. But that's a pretty good deal for a Memorial Day savings in 2025 here at Home Depot. And they must be expecting large sales on this one because they've got them all lined up and stacked up and ready to go here. And one thing I should tell you about whenever you come to the patio section here at Home Depot, I always come in and look for these yellow clearance stickers because look at this. Even though this is not really my style, but it might be yours, it's a wicker Rosemont coffee table. And you see stuff like this. See, look, basically 75% off. Those are the deals that the true scavenger shoppers can come in and find. If you're going to buy a patio set like that Hampton, that's why I like to come and get cushions like these that you can put down on there. And if you do get a cushion, see, these are a little cheaper. You want to get one that has the welting along it, along the top and the bottom. It makes it firmer and holds the shape better, and this is thicker too. So you'll often find it on the thicker cushions. So this one's like $22.98 if you wanted to spend about an extra $130 or so to make things more comfortable. This reminds me of that song from Eddie Money. Take me home tonight. All right, so look at this. So we have $1,400 off from $39.99 down to $16.99 for this refrigerator right here. So I'll put a link to this one below. I'll also put a link down below to the main appliance deal section because this is the time you want to buy. And don't wait until Memorial Day to buy because you're going to end up in a long queue of people waiting for delivery. So the sooner you order stuff and have it delivered, the better it is for you. So I will put a link down below for you that takes you directly to Home Depot's Memorial Day appliance sale page so that it shows you all of the appliances that are in this deal. And what you want to look for when you get here is you see how you have these green bands right here that says buy more, save more. So what happens is when you click on an individual item, keep in mind you're not going to see the lowest price until you put it into the cart. And then also That's what the green band is referring to here, this buy more, save more. So you can save up to $450 extra on top of that discount when you spend 3 grand or more. So let's see what this would come out to, for example. Add that one to the cart. So you can see by putting this in the cart right off the bat, they've taken $2,300 off of the refrigerator. It's a total of 51%. And it says that the buy more, save more has applied. Okay, but if you were also adding other items, like let me just go in real quick and add. So I will just come in here and randomly add this washing machine to the shopping cart. See, now suddenly the savings has jumped to 3,000 on this here. And you'll notice that the savings on the refrigerator jumped up to 54% because of the, so you can see here that buy more, save more is applied. And we've maxed out at the top at $450 extra on top of the already reduced prices. So this is very similar to those incredible appliance deals that I showed you at Black Friday that some of you had told me you saved up to $4,000 on your entire 4 appliance kitchen suites there. I don't see all of the signs on the fanfare explaining what all of the deals are and everything. It's probably because we're at least a week away, and so they haven't really put much up yet, but you'd think they would be getting started already since the flyer is up. So it's interesting that their flyer this year, it's just basically 2 pages, but it doesn't show the appliances on here. Here you can get a Vasani hood for $30 off down to $149. Hey, and I want to know, how many of you saw my videos last Black Friday about the appliance deals here at Home Depot that allowed you to stack multiple discounts? And some people reported saving $4,000 off of their suite pricing. How many of you did that? Let us know in the comments below. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, so those were some real exciting savings. Somebody in my gym actually came up to me and said, Jeff, man, I just saved $2,500 using your appliance video information. So look at this. This one here is like $1,400 off. So this is what you're starting to see on the bigger refrigerators. You'll see larger discounts like these coming on here for Memorial Day. Of course, I'm not a big fan of the Samsungs, but I'll take Whirlpool and LG over Samsung any day. Okay, now those of you who saw my Costco Memorial Day video that I uploaded last night, you'll notice that I showed you also their Greenworks set of tools, like for example the lawnmower. Now here at Home Depot they have the Ryobi. This is a 40-volt lawnmower. Now this is from their high performance series, so this is a brushless motor right there, as you can see. And so their price on this is $499, so that's down from $549. But the Greenworks lawnmower that I showed you over at Costco is the same price, $499, but it's an 80-volt version. And then you have this kit right here from Ryobi. So this here is your 40-volt brushless combo. So this has in it the blower, and it also has in it your weed whacker. And these both have 45-minute runtime on these batteries, according to the box. So this kit comes with 1 battery and 1 charger, and of course both of the tools. And it's $299 down from $399. And read your boxes carefully when you buy an electric lawnmower. Make sure it says self-propelled mower kit. Don't buy the ones that say push mower, because you're going to be pushing. This is a self-propelled. And if you're looking for a new gas-powered pressure washer, here's one from Ryobi that's $399. Now what's cool about this, that's a really good price for a pressure washer that's giving you 3,300 psi. It's giving you 2.4 gallons per minute. Now gallons per minute is actually the more important number to have, because the more gallons per minute, that means that's the more force and more water it can throw at those stains. And so you're not likely to see, for example, 2.5 gallons per minute on a unit this low. Usually you have to see it up on the 4,000 psi units. So this one here, and I like how it has the reel for the hose. It's not really a reel, it's basically just wrap around, but at least you have somewhere to put the hose and the whole thing rolls. And look at this, so now they have the 15-inch surface cleaner. Now I have their 12-inch one, but I believe you can only use that up to like 2,400 psi. So this one here is made for these bigger gas-powered units. Mine is made more for the electric-powered units. But this is definitely one you want to use to clean sidewalks and your driveways with. I've seen too many people wasting their time using a wand going back and forth on the sidewalk, and you're taking all day. You're just basically leaving a bunch of corduroy lines and bands, which looks really, really dumb. The surface cleaner is what you need when you're doing a driveway and sidewalks. Now check out this even more powerful surface cleaner. Yeah, and what's really cool about this 15-inch surface cleaner too, see it's on wheels so it should roll really easily. And it's for use with the gas pressure washers. So this will go up to 3,400 psi and 2.5 gallons per minute. Hey, and guess what, folks? My favorite misting bucket is back in stock again here. And this price has not gone up in 4 years either. I bought this when it first came out. If you look through my catalog of videos and search, you will find my tool review video on this. This is great. You take this Ryobi fan, this is a bucket top misting fan. You stick it on top of a 5-gallon Homer bucket filled with water, and the straw sucks up water, and it shoots out the mist through these two here. And this is great to have outside. A lot of times when you used to see me do all of those tool review videos out in the hot sun, I would have one of these off camera sitting there just blowing mist, and I would step into it every couple of minutes because it gets brutal at 95 degrees out here in South Florida in our summers and our muggy summer afternoons. So this is really the time to get this. This thing will sell out in no time. Hey, and look, you can also get the Ryobi. This is their answer to DeWalt's fan. This is just the regular fan. This does not have any misting capabilities here. This is battery operated, hybrid, or corded, which is nice. And this one is $59. Now that's not a bad price. However, what I think you should do is wait until Ryobi days, which usually starts sometime in June or July, and see, because sometimes you could pair this with a buy one get one free. Like you buy a battery starter kit, this might be one of the buy one get one free tools that goes with it, right? So that's the best way to maximize your tools while you're acquiring more batteries. So any of the Ryobi tools that I own, I've only bought them during Ryobi. Now we have some okay ladder deals here from Memorial Day at Home Depot. So here you have the Werner fiberglass 4-foot step ladder. So this one here is down to $64.97 from $89.97. And then right next to it here, we have the 8-foot orange fiberglass ladder. And this one right here, as you can see, is $50 off. And then next to that, the smaller blue fiberglass 6-foot ladder is down to $89 from $129. And then here's a blast from the past with some sticker shock to it. You guys remember about, I think it was in 2019 or 2020, where a lot of you were able to participate with me and get this 22-foot Werner multi-position ladder here. And this one, you remember, this is the rated 375. We got it for $199 when it was on a flash sale for a week. And look, the price back then, the normal price was $279, but now this ladder is up over $300 now. So it just goes to show you how much inflation has taken hold over the last 5 years since then. But man, this was a great score back in the day for those of you who joined me on that and were able to get that score. Now, I don't see any other ladder deals here at Home Depot for Memorial Day, but remember, on Memorial Day weekend, sometimes they can sneak in an extra flyer or throw out a few extra deals that we didn't see coming. So you want to make sure you keep your ear to the ground and make sure you stay locked into the channel here as we bring you more deals that might show up in the coming week. And it's summertime and it's time to change your air filters, folks. So look at this. If you buy 2, you will get 2 for free. And of course they have all different sizes here. So I'm going to see if they have my size. I have a strange size. It's 20 by 24 by 1. And this might be a good time to stock up, man. But remember, this buy one get one free deal is only on the FPR 7, 9, or 12 rated. So that means the red, the purple, or the black. So it doesn't work on the cheaper green ones. So let's say, for example, this is my size right here, 20 by 24 by 1. I would get 2 of these guys. And then here in the clearance section, now that some of the tool deals that ended in May are done, they kind of bring them to the back here and they'll start them on clearance. And you always want to have them scanned in and checked for the latest price on these to make sure. So let's see. So for example, here's the Milwaukee. This is the Quick Lock rubber broom attachment that they have here. And they've also got another one here that's a blower attachment. But you can see the prices are only just And so for example, the blower attachment here, you know, it doesn't look like a lot. It's only $10 now, but just watch it over time and see if it drops. Other deals that they brought over here were, for example, like here's your rigid battery starter kit with the 2 amp hour battery and the charger. So these are $20 off. And then they have here, this is the starter kit here, the game charger with the two 4 amp hour batteries. There doesn't seem to be a lot of them here right now, but sometimes on the Ryobis, you come down here, for example, and you look at this, and here's their 18-volt Swift Clean Vac, so this one's down pretty good. All right, now I came across these here. These are the DeWalts. And I like this set here. It says $12. I'm not so sure if that's a good price. I scanned it in. It doesn't seem to be at a discount. At least I couldn't tell. They didn't say if it was discounted from any regular price. This is the same Flex Volt 60-volt cordless DeWalt miter saw that I have. This is a beast, and it's probably one of the best miter saws out there that you can get. And it's still $100 off down to $5.99. I don't know how long it's going to stay this price, because, you know, with all of the companies threatening to increase prices from the Trump tariffs, even though he had negotiations with China this week, we don't know whether prices are going to still go up or not. But it seemed the market was reacting pretty well to that this week. I made a ton of cash by buying a lot of stocks that went down really low during the bad news, and now it seems like the news is getting a little better, so we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, pricing is just so unguaranteed for us right now. So if you were on the fence about getting one of these, you better get off the fence now and come in, because it's not going to go any lower than this. We know that much. And it can only go up from here. Okay, and then everybody's always asking me, when are we going to see deals on the rigid vacs? So right now we have this one right here is the 12-gallon rigid vac, and it's normally $99.98. But right now they have it on sale down to $79. Now this is a little larger, but similar to the DeWalt vacuum over at Costco that I showed you the other night on my Costco Shop With Me video, where the DeWalt vacuum over there was on sale for the same price, and it's a metal vacuum, a little bit smaller though. It's a 9-gallon. Hey, and the same thing for those of you collecting Makita tools. They've also got a free battery deal here. If you purchase 2 of any of these tools here, so these are all from their LXT lineup. If you purchase any of these 2 tools, you'll get a free 5 amp hour battery. But you just got to make sure you do it by the 18th if you want to be absolutely certain that you'll get that deal. Because we don't know if you wait until Memorial Day whether they will still honor this. And of course they're bringing out all the big boy fans. None of these are on sale right now at the moment, but this is the big setup that they bring out every year at the beginning of summer. So here is your 30-inch fan for $2.99. And then here you have your adjustable right up here, $1.99. 30-inch also. But down here you have your 16-inch 3-speed turbo fan for $99. And then the massive wheeling one here, this is your 42-inch barrel fan, 10,000 CFM. I wonder if that'll blow dry my hair. $3.99 right there, man. And if you're going to gasp at those prices, don't. Because look, you have cheaper ones here. So here's a 20-inch fan, that's $54. Here's a high velocity floor fan, that's a 20-inch. That's down to $69.98. But wait, if you want to go even cheaper, you can get your regular standard Lasco box fan right here. Yeah, so these are down to $34.98. And if you want to go even cheaper, we got one here, air circulating box fan. This one's the smallest one here. This one's down to $19.98.